Hey everyone, it's Koala Kobo here with a different type of video. Today we're actually gonna do like sort of a reaction, but right now it's just my general thoughts of that amazing episode of The Last of Us, episode 8. It is a perfect love letter to the game because holy shit was that good. That was by far probably the best episode besides episode 3, of course. Um, it starts off with, Joel still, by the way, spoilers. But it starts off with Joel still hurting, still damaged, and Ellie is now hunting, looking for food, looking for medicine, looking for something for Joel. And she comes across a deer, takes it out, whatever, and she meets the other survivors. He now is David, and Buddy Boy. Buddy Boy because when Ellie jumps on them, she gets to jump on them with the rifle. She's like, "Yo, Buddy Boy, whatever, go get the medicine, whatever, and I'll trade you the deer or whatever." Um, this was better than the game. Holy shit, this was better than the game. Well, what was crazy? These were the craziest parts to me. One of the craziest parts to me was literally when they were eating the food at the lunch. My man's, you just said that shit was venison. That shit was deer meat. And my man's is coming out with deer through the front door. Like 2 minutes later, the next scene. Nobody's like, hey yo, whoa, hey yo. No, nobody's talking about that shit. That really bugged me out. And man, yo, when he slapped that girl, yo, he slapped her from down south. He slapped her, bro. He slapped her like he owed her money. Like she owed him money, bro. He went with the backhand. That's how I knew. He hit her so hard she got off the chair. You know how hard you have to hit somebody? And it wasn't like a stool and nothing. It was like a chair with a back and todo eso. And he smacked the shit out of her. She jumped out the chair, bro. Hell no. And nobody contested that. Nobody was like, "Oh, espérate, hold on." Nobody said that shit. But that was crazy for me. Another really cool scene is when Ellie's finally locked up in the cage, and my man's is David is like, "Hey, you're just like me. You have a dark heart," and she doesn't want to hear it. This shows Ellie does have a dark heart. We already know. Like she wants to. She looks at violence. She is violent. She doesn't shy away from trying to take a life. Even though it did bug her, she has to do what she has to do. And then what was really crazy is all the undertones of, oh, that's my dog, by the way, if you see him. What was crazy was the undertones of him trying to touch her hand through the gate, and yo, when she broke that finger and she's like, Ellie's the name of the girl who broke your fuck. I was dying, bro. I was like, that's Ellie. That was amazing. But anyways, that was crazy. And then Joel. Yo. So they nerfed Joel in this show because Joel is way more of a bad person and a monster in the game. And he can do a lot. Like he doesn't get tired and shit. Like he goes. You could say that's a video game thing, but to me it was like part of his character. He was like a Michael Myers. Like he will keep going, killing. But in this episode, we all got to see who Joel really is, bro, because he's not a good person. Nobody in the show is a good person. Nobody, not even Ellie's a good person. But yo, when he put that knife in my man's shin, in his kneecap, and said, "I'll pop your kneecap off," I thought I was getting stabbed, bro. I was so scared. I was scared, and I was rooting for Joel. I was like, "Yo, please, bro, let him go." And yo, when he ran him through the chest, yo, nah, y'all wildin'. When he said, "Yeah, I believe him," I knew that line was coming because I play the game. I've beaten it hundreds and thousands of times, and it felt like I was hearing that shit for the first time. What I do give credit, though, I will give credit to HBO because they showed that uncomfortable scene in the game where David gets the best of Ellie, and I didn't think HBO was gonna do it. I did not think HBO was gonna do that shit. Hell no, I didn't think HBO was gonna do that shit. But that they did it, and they did it. I don't even know how you can say it, tastefully, gracefully. They did it. They did it like perfectly from Braden, but the game, and it made a lot of people uncomfortable. It did, but that's what it was supposed to do. And when Joel finally embraces her in the game, he embraces her while she's stabbing him, but here when she comes out, he embraces her. He's I love you, whatever, but not I love you. He says baby girl, and that was amazing because he's only said baby girl once on the show, and that was to his daughter. So that made me tear up, man. That this episode was handled way better than the game. I don't care that there's no infected. Listen, The Last of Us is a story about people in an apocalyptic scenario. It's not always about the infected. It is what the people do when society breaks down and there's just infected. So not seeing a lot of infected does not bother me because I'd rather have like drama and storytelling over mindless action, right? And it also doesn't translate, like, Joel going and then there's, oh, shit, infected. Or like Ellie in the game kills a bunch of those people before she gets to that dog bugging out. Before she gets to the place to fight David. But we can't have that because you won't feel it as much until Ellie kills David. And that's the only body she takes, you know what I mean? But for real, this was so good. Out of 5, it's a 5 out of 5 because this was damn good storytelling, damn good portrayal of the game. I can't wait for next week. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know, man, because this was really good. This was The Last of Us. Like, if you wanted to show people The Last of Us, you would show them episode 3 or episode 8 without any context, and people would be like, "Yeah, I gotta watch this show." But yeah, tell me guys what you think. Dog's bugging out. Tell me guys what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Thank you for staying until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.